Hello, I'm back again. The Christmas season is upon us soon, so I probably won't have much time for making videos or anything. So I thought I'd squeeze another one out, even though it was not long since, I think last week I did one before. So bear with me while I get this out of my system. Today I was just going to show 5 records by artists who are not very well known. So kind of off the radar artists. Some of them, if you know your stuff, you may be familiar with, but some of them certainly, when I first came across them, they were very new to me. Now, finding new music or music that you like is quite hard, and obviously social media helps. And one of the good sources of information I find, Japanese record collectors. They always show very curious records I've never seen, which make me want to find out more. And this was one of them. I mean, quite an intriguing cover, this. Pat Peterson, she's called. And I think she's a sort of jazz singer. This is from 1982. And I'm not quite sure if this record was recorded in Germany or if it came out only in Germany or something, but it certainly has a German connection. And I really like it. It's that kind of soul of the era. I mean, it sits very nicely alongside Patrice Rushen, that kind of thing, Cherie Brown. That's got that kind of sound. And that's what she actually looks like without the eyes covered. And some really nice songs on here, particularly Do It Now, which is the last one. I think for some people it might not be their cup of tea, but I really like it. So an unexpected record, and not a very easy one to find in this country, but not an expensive record at all. And in fact, most of these records I'm going to show are not expensive records. Some of them I would say are very, very cheap. They're just not very well known, that's the thing. Here's another one. Shall I give you a taste of Pat Peterson first? Perhaps I will. Okay, so here's another quite interesting one, Nancy Shanks. Again, not an expensive record, but perhaps not a record that comes up very often. And it's actually quite a forgettable record, to be honest. A sort of pop balladry, quite dull, a lot of it. However, and the lesson here is get good advice from other people always, but always read the credits. Because there's 2 songs here which are great, and I have a strong feeling that one of the reasons why they're great is if you look at the personnel on them. James Gadsden, always a good name on the drums to check out. But the guy who really makes this is, where is he? Wah Wah Watson. There he is. He's on 2 songs here. Where Did You Come From and Ready to Fall in Love Again make this album worth getting. And he does those beautiful trickling liquid guitar wah wah kind of things, and absolutely lovely. I was very lucky to see him many years ago supporting Maxwell when he was doing his first UK concerts at the Jazz Cafe, and he had Wah Wah Watson as his in his band. But yeah, here he is putting his magic to Nancy Shanks. Nice one. Give it a taste.
Takes my breath away when he speaks.
Okay, and another one, a group who I don't know very much about it, but it tells us a bit about them here. Does it say where they're from? Doesn't appear to. But it's an interesting record. On the, I knew about this record, and I was very pleased to see it in a shop, and they described it as AOR grooves, I think they said, because it is quite groovy album. Spats is the name of the group. And I don't know, I think this might be their only album. I quite like this cover, quite cool. And there's the gents themselves. And it's definitely got that kind of AOR sound to it, but some really good grooves on it. Like I say, Hot Summer Madness, Up in the Country. Really infectious stuff on here. There's some songs I don't like at all, but as an album, I think it works. Again, I have seen it can fetch some money, but most of the time it is not too expensive, and I don't think it's particularly well known, but I recommend this to you if you like that kind of sound, that kind of Doobie Brothers kind of thing, which I've got a limit for that, but this one really works for me. Very groovy. See what you think. Back to the UK now, and UK viewers may be familiar with Vanessa Simon, but I think in the wider world she's probably not that well known. This record came out in 1992. She did have another one as well, but I'm showing this one because I think this is the one I like most. And you can see this all over the place in London for £5, £10. But £10 they'd be charging you lots. It's usually about £5 this record, and it's great. She came up with Omar, and Omar's gone on to quite international acclaim, but Vanessa Simon kind of got forgotten about, and Omar appears a lot on this record, and it's a great record. Parts of it sound very 1992, but that's okay. I think there's some really good stuff on here. Revelation, nice funky bass line. The Life You Lead, is that a good one? I think it was that one, or Don't You Ever, I get them confused. Really nice soul songs on here, and then the classic Simple to See at the end, which is more like a duet with Omar actually, but yeah, really great stuff, and for a £5 you can't complain. So if it wasn't on your radar, get it on there. I recommend it. And just one more, to take it out of its sleeve, an unusual record which does crop up every now and again. Again, not a particularly expensive record, and perhaps an unusual record. I've seen it described as a gospel album for Hare Krishnas, but basically it's a disco album. This is the J.O.B. Orchestra, Open the Doors to Your Heart. That's it, Open the Doors to Your Heart, quite a cool cover. And yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's a standard disco album, most parts of it, but it gets really interesting at the end. The title track, Open the Doors to Your Heart, nice and groovy, and Govinda gets a bit wigged out and trippy at the end. But yeah, why not? A Hare Krishna disco album. Bring it on. I think a lot of people might know this because you do see it about a lot and lots of people talk about it, but I thought I'd add it in here because I think most of these records are pretty off the radar, and a lot of those artists certainly. But my recommendations, see what you think. If I don't get round to making another video before Christmas, I hope everybody has a wonderful time, but you never know, I might find that I do. All the best anyway, till next time.